So my experience with homelessness actually started when I was 14. So I was one day a straight A student and student council president, and the next day I was homeless. I remained homeless in the city of Long Beach for a few months, and then I ended up in foster care. I ended up in various, group homes, etc. And ultimately, I ended up being emancipated when I was 16 years old. I think my definition of resilience might be a little bit different than most, but to me, resilience for the longest time was just merely survival. And I think that your definition of resilience might change as your life changes. I think now resilience is more like being a dragon slayer.
In order to, be resilient and to keep moving forward, she joined the Marine Corps. And she was a Marine, and then she continued on her own, and she put her way through paralegal school, and she worked as a legal secretary, and she had kids along the way. And now she is, at least in my humble opinion, probably the premier elder abuse lawyer in Orange County. And if that's not resilience, I don't know what is.
Operation Helping Hands helps students with housing. There's so many students who are not able to finish college, so we want to lighten the load for them. I'm such a believer that without education, it's almost like this endless trap that you can't get out of. Not everyone has the same degree of opportunity. Education is the only equalizer.
I'm the recipient this year for a scholarship, Operation Helping Hands, and it helped me secure housing when I was facing financial and housing insecurity. It really boosted my self-esteem at a point where it was probably the lowest it's ever been. And it kind of came as a wave of hope, if anything. It really was overwhelming in a good way because it proved to me that I can keep going, that this wasn't the end, where I was. It wasn't, if it was rock bottom, it didn't have to be where I stayed.
I think that there is a huge misconception about who the homeless population is. Statistically, 50% of the homeless population are veterans, and 20% of students that are in community college are students that are either homeless or experiencing housing insecurity. 30% of all foster kids who age out of the system end up being homeless at some point.
I'm in the nursing program here at Santa Ana College. Short term is to finish the program, get a bachelor's, and receive my RN license. Long term though, I hope to be able to help my community and maybe other people that are in need.
My relationship with Santa Ana College Foundation is a true partnership. The fact that Santa Ana Community College recognizes the need for assistance with homelessness and housing insecurity is it's fantastic that they are willing to recognize that and to work with me to try and fill that gap. Santa Ana College Foundation is really unprecedented in terms of their level of compassion and in terms of their level of commitment to their students.
This was like a lifeline, and I'm forever going to be grateful for this scholarship and for Operation Helping Hands and their whole organization and the Santa Ana Scholarship Foundation. This scholarship really makes a difference, and like I said, I am living proof of it.